Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Mr. Koval, and in this video I'm going to be going over Hess's law using this example. So here we have a problem. We're asked to determine the delta H for the reaction, and this is our target reaction that they're giving us. So we need to find the delta H of that reaction. But they're giving us the following information, which is these two reactions. So this is kind of like maybe a mechanism or a stepwise process by which you can get the C2H4Cl2 liquid. So we have these two reactions, and associated with them is the delta H's for these two reactions. So what we can do in using Hess's law, remember that Hess's law states that if you can add reactions together to get a resulting reaction, then the delta H's of those two reactions, or those whatever number of reactions that you're adding together for your target to get to your target reaction, well, you just add up the delta H's, and the sum of the delta H's of those reactions that you added up to get to your target will be the delta H of the target reaction. So in this problem, our target reaction is this one here. So what we need to do is manipulate these equations, these reaction equations, in order to add them together to get this one. So this is the way you want to go about it. So notice that we have this as a product and these two as reactants. So we want to look at these two and make sure that we've got exactly this as a reactant and these two as products, and the other things that are not there should cancel out. That's what we're looking for. Okay. And notice that we have 1 mole, 1 mole, 1 mole. So we should look for these to be 1 moles as well. Okay, so first, let's look at this equation here. So notice that we want chlorine gas as a reactant, and we want C2H4 gas as reactant. And if we look here, the only thing that we see that's in our equation is the Cl2, but notice it's a product. So we're going to want to flip and reverse reaction. So let's flip this reaction. So if you flip it, we'll get 2Cl2 gas plus 2H2O liquid, and that's going to go to 4HCl gas plus O2 gas. And so now you can see that we just reverse the reaction. So the reactants here become products. The products here become reactants. When you do that, one of the things you should know is when you reverse the reaction, then you change the sign of the delta H. So now this is going to be, for this reaction, it's going to be delta H is going to be equal to a positive 202.5 kilojoules. Okay, so now we flip that reaction. Notice, let's see, the Cl2 here, we have 2 Cl2, but we only have 1 Cl2 there. So we need to get this to be a 1. And the only way we can get this to be a 1 is divide by 2. But if we divide this by 2, we have to divide the whole equation by 2. So let's go ahead and divide the whole equation by 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1, right? So that's 1. Well, we don't need to write the 1, but we understand that the 1 is there, so we have 1. So 2 divided by 2 is 1, so we can get rid of the 2 there. 4 divided by 2 is 2, so we'll get rid of the 4 and replace it with 2. And here we have a 1. Well, 1 divided by 2 is a half, so we'll just put a half there. Let's make this clearer. So plus 1/2. Now, again, another rule is that If you divide or multiply your equation by a factor, then you need to multiply or divide by the same factor your heat of the reaction. So here we're going to have to take this and divide that by 2. And when we divide that by 2, we get, let's see, give me a moment. I have to divide by 2. And that's 101.25. So we're going to divide this by 2, and that's going to give us, do I have room? Yeah, I have room. 102, or 101, sorry, 101.25 kilojoules. So that's going to be the heat of the reaction for this particular equation. And so now we have Cl2 gram, or gas, as a reactant, and here we have it as a reactant, so we're good. So we're done with this equation here. There's nothing else to work with here. Now I'll cross this one out, so that way we don't have to worry about that one. So what about this one? Notice that we need C2H4 gas as a reactant, and notice we have it here as a reactant, so we don't need to do anything, right? So we have it as a reactant here, and we should have C2H4Cl2 as a product, and that's what we have here. There's 1 mole, and then we have C2H4, 1 mole, 1 mole. So that's all good. So we don't have to do anything with this equation. So now all we need to do is add them together. But let's first eliminate anything that is a reactant and a product. Anything that's a reactant in one reaction and a product in another reaction can get canceled out. So here you'll notice that I have 2 HCl here in this reaction as a reactant, and I have 2 HCl here as a product. So that can be canceled out. Okay. And notice here I have half a mole of H2O, 1/2 O2 gas here as a reactant, and I have 1/2 O2 gas here as a product, so I can get rid of that. And then here I have 1 mole of water liquid as a product, and over here I have 1 mole of water here as a liquid, so I can get rid of that. And that's it. So I got rid of everything. So notice, I'll circle the things that I have. So notice here I have, oops, wait a minute. Oh, I forgot to cross that out. Notice I have Cl2 as a reactant on this side, and I have chlorine gas as a reactant on this side. So that's it for the reactants. And then over here, what's left is a product. And notice that's what I have here. So now if I add these together, right, I'm going to add these reactions together. So I'm going to end up with C2H4 gas plus Cl2 gas gives me C2H4Cl2 liquid. So I have now gotten the equation by adding these two together. That's my equation. So now, according to Hess's law, to get the delta H of this reaction, I just need to add these two together. And when I add these two together, I get negative 218.4. So negative 218.4 kilojoules. And so that is the heat of the reaction as calculated using Hess's law. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope this is helpful. I hope this answered questions. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please, by all means, like the video, share the video, hit the like button over here somewhere. Also, do me a favor, help me out. Subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell. When you do, make sure you click all. And when you do that, you'll get all my videos, right? You'll be notified by all the videos I put out. Finally, put a comment down below in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Ask me questions. I would love to hear from you. If you have a problem or a question you need help with, or if you have a topic you want me to cover, let me know. I would love to do that for you. Thanks for joining me and have a great day.